Tommy Kalaki, Director of Youth Ministry here at St. Matthew Catholic Church. I'm talking about joy today. Joy is a curious thing. There's something undeniably attractive about joy. When someone we know is always joyful, they are not only more fun to be around, but perhaps it conjures up in us a curiosity as to what their secret is. Like, where do they receive joy? And what have they found that I haven't, we may think. But joy is something much deeper than mere sentiment or passing feeling. It's not the absence of pain, nor is it the presence of like fuzzy wuzzies in life. Those are fine, but they're not the essence of Christian joy. If you reflect, some of those who have suffered the most actually are the ones who are the most joyful in this paradoxical way. Think of Mother Teresa, or think of those smiling faces of those who are in dire poverty, and yet they still radiate joy. How can they be so joyful in the midst of so much suffering, we may wonder. But the question of joy is ultimately one of wealth. Where is our treasure? Is it money, fame, and power, or in the normal suspects? Or is it in Christ? If we identify with our deepest belonging as Christians, nothing can take our joy away from us, because nothing can take Christ away from us. As it says in Matthew chapter 6, "Do not lay up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moth and rust consume and where thieves break in and steal, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust consumes and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also." Our wealth is in heaven, which transcends this earth, so no earthly power can ever conquer us. In Christ, our source of joy is ever-flowing, ever-abundant, everlasting. Christ did not come to earth to take away suffering. Rather, he taught us to live in the midst of it. Also in Matthew chapter 6, he taught us to not look intentionally hungry or decrepit when we fast. He told us to be joyful and to radiate blessedness. It reads, "When you fast, do not look dismal, but instead to anoint your head and wash your face, that your fasting may not be seen by men, but by your Father who is in secret, and your Father who sees in secret will reward you." The goal of the Christian is not to be perfect, but it's to be at peace. We can always be at peace because our hope and our joy, our treasure is in heaven. Let us remember that it is, in fact, a virtue to be joyful. It's this really cool word called eutrapelia. Just as courage is the mean between cowardice or recklessness, eutrapelia is a mean between boorishness and buffoonery. It's actually a virtue to be joyful and to even crack jokes in the right time and manner and place. Knowing our treasure is in heaven, Christians have the ability to have a holy detachment from the ailments of this world and to rejoice and radiate joy in any season. This world needs eutrapelia. It needs joy. Let us be the light for the world, the smiling face of Christ to the people we encounter in our schools, in our grocery stores, in our homes. As we continue this Lenten season, may God bless you and keep you, as the Irish say, and as my Irish grandmother said, may the angels be with you now and always.